So today we have a little book called The Ides of April by Mary Ray. And I'm not going to have too much to say about this one. I believe I put this on the very last on my list of ranking them by which one's best and which one's worst. A friend of mine gave me this one a long time ago. I was probably like 11 or something, and I read it, and it was when I was staying at my grandparents' friend's house, and I was bored out of my mind, and I probably ate like 50 popsicles that week. And so I read this, and I probably thought it was great then because I had nothing else to do, but rereading it, it just wasn't really worth it. It's about this slave named Helias who his master, I think, gets murdered. That's the first thing that's confusing, because I couldn't really figure out who was related to whom and how. I didn't even really know whose house it was. The explanations were just poor and didn't really adequately explain what was going on. So there's this murder that happens, and Helias and this other friend that he meets are trying to figure out what happened, because if they don't, then the slaves will be blamed and they will all die. So they're trying to figure out what happened, and so they go on this thing, and there's these, they don't really find any clues. That's the hard thing about this book. They sort of just kind of surmise that's what happened, and then by coincidence and chance, it just happens to be true. And that is really annoying to me, because they don't really figure anything out. They just make a kind of wild assumption, and then it just happens to be what actually happened and why the murder actually took place. It's just annoying. And the characters are pretty boring, and you don't really, I mean, you do care about what's going on. I will give you that. The motivation is clear, and it is a good motivation. But other than that, it's just kind of there. And it was just pretty boring to read, and I'm upset about that. I could see this being really good if the clues in the murder were actually compelling. Because, like I said, the motivation was good, but this is just not good, not well done. So, see, this is why I'm rereading these, so that I will know what on my bookshelf is worth handing to somebody and being like, this is a good book. So there we go, that's that. And the next book that I will be reviewing next week will be The Invention of Hugo Cabret, which I'm excited to talk to you guys about. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!